Test translation. Master, this one says his herd intends to overrun your economy and demands your surrender, or he will wipe your planet out.
Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. I'm finally back at it with another helpful video for Knights of the Old Republic 2. In today's video we are going to be covering all the wearables for the head slot for any squishy organics in the game. Someone in my Discord asked me about this, so I figured it would be a good topic to cover. Before we dive into all the head wearables and what they have to offer, let's cover some key points in terms of how to measure which one is the best. First, there technically is no best wearable. While some are far superior to others, the best one will be the one that works best for your build, or that pairs with your other wearables. And secondly, unless you cheat or gift yourself better ones, you will most likely use the best one that you have at the time, since some of them you may never see in your playthrough. Alright, with that said, let's quickly go over all the head wearables so we know what we are working with. After that, we will break them up into categories so we know which ones to keep an eye out for. And I'll be sure to show the options of where you can acquire these wearables too. So we're using the KOTOR 2 strategy wiki to look these up. I've used this many times before. I'll link it in the description so you guys can check it out if you want. So the first one we have is the survey gear. Damage resistance. Resist 5 versus sonic damage. And it boosts your awareness skill +1. Then we have the neural band. This one offers saves, will +2. Anyone that offers saves, I'm just going to throw in the defense category. So this neural band, Republic troops called it a little shocky. Then next up we have the breathe mask, offering an immunity against poison. This one's good if you're going into poison areas, but it doesn't offer anything really except for immunity from that poison damage. Then we have the Rakatan band, offering a boost of wisdom +1. Then up next we have the interface band. This one offers damage resistance, resistance 5 versus sonic damage. And then for skills it boosts computer use +2, demolitions +2, and security +2. So a decent one if you're looking to boost your skills. Then we have the targeting visor. This one offers an attack modifier of +1 and saves reflex +1. Then we have the spacer sensor, offering dexterity +1, and this one offers bonus feats, weapon focus, blaster pistol, and weapon focus, blaster rifle. So good for a character you've equipped with blasters. Then we have the regal visor, offering skills persuade +2 and charisma +1. Then after that we have the meditation band with a damage immunity, 20% versus dark side, saves, will +1, and then wisdom +1. All these ones we've been going over lately are pretty common, and you can get in various locations. Then we have the combat sensor, dexterity +2, and bonus feats, weapon focus, blaster pistol, and weapon focus, blaster rifle. So this one's like the spacer's sensor, but a little better. Then we have the multispectral target assessor, attack modifier +3, a boost to your skill awareness +4, and a bonus feat precise shot 1 and 2. This is one I'll keep my eye out for, and if I come across it, I'll equip it to anyone who's running blasters. Then we have the Daskar hunting mask with an attack modifier +1, skills awareness +2, and stealth +2, and dexterity +1. So this one's pretty decent because it gives you that boost to offense, your skills, and then that one attribute. And then we have the force mask. I really like the way these ones look. They look kind of like a Mandalorian helmet, but this force mask and the force shield, they offer a huge penalty to your attributes, which I am not a fan of, so I hardly ever rock these. So this one offers saves to will +4, charisma -4, wisdom -4, but then force resistance +16. Then we have the Mordecai meditation band, offering damage immunity 30% versus dark side, saves will +2, and wisdom +2. So this is one that you might hardly come across because the only way you can get it is through that Fastfus Freighter quest. Then we have the target assessor, attack modifier +2, dexterity +2, and bonus feats precise shot 1 and targeting 1. This is another good one to throw on a character that you have blasters equipped on. Then we have the Circlet of Suresh. This one is restricted to light side users and offers wisdom +5. So this one would be pretty decent if you had a consular, but this is also another one that only spawns through the Fastfus Freighters quest. Then we have Bindo's Band. This one offers damage immunity, both 10% versus dark side and 10% versus light side, and then a boost to charisma +3. Then we have the Force Shield, another one that I dislike for its penalties. It offers damage resistance, resistance 5 versus the dark side, saves, will +5, charisma -6, wisdom -6, and force resist +24. So pretty decent if you're going up against a force target. I just can't handle those penalties to my attributes. So the force mask and the force shield are also the only ones that have negative penalties if you use it as a wearable. And it looks like these last few you can only get through FASFA, but I would bet that you're more likely to come across them if you're using the restored content mod, since it does change the loot tables. Then we have the force focusing visor, charisma +1, wisdom +4, and regenerate force points too. So this one might be a good one to have if you're going consular, because it gives you that boost to those attributes that'll help out your force powers, and then it also helps you regenerate force points. So now we're in the light section. So all of these that are in the light will require armor proficiency light if you want to equip them. So we have the stealth field enhancer, and this one offers skills stealth +4. This is a good one to equip if you have that belt on that lets you equip stealth. Then we have the Bothon perception visor. This one offers a boost to your skills, awareness +3, demolitions +2, and security +2. Then we have the sonic nullifiers. These ones offer a damage resistance of 10 versus sonic damage. Then we have the Bothon sensory visor, offering an immunity to critical hits and the boost to skills, awareness +4, demolitions +3, and security +3. So these ones are actually pretty decent, especially because of that immunity to critical hits, but holy shit are they ugly. They're so ugly, look at these things. Then we have the absorption visor. This one is probably my favorite one on the list. It offers a defense bonus of 1, and then damage immunity, 15% versus electrical energy, 75% versus ion, and 90% versus sonic. So this one will be very good when you're going up against droids or anyone that's using a blaster. It's going to nullify a ton of damage being put out from those blaster rounds. Then we're in the medium class, so all of these following ones you'll need armor proficiency medium to equip. We have the shielding visor, offering a defense bonus of 1 and damage immunity 5% versus electrical, energy, and ion. Then we have the Arcarian blinders. This one offering a defense bonus of 1, damage immunity 10% versus fire, and immunity from stun, fear, and horror. After that we have the consciousness helm. This one offers a defense bonus of 1 and constitution +2. So these last three, if I come across any of these, I usually throw them on just because I love the way that they make your character look, and they don't offer any penalties when you wear them, like the force mask and the force shield. Then we have the rebreather mask, offering an immunity to poison, and then constitution +1 and regeneration 1. Then we have the stabilizer mask, offering immunity to stun, fear, and horror, and saves all +2. So this one's not too bad if you're going up against a force user, but I just think this one doesn't look very good either. Then we have the enhanced shielding visor, offering a defense bonus of 3 and damage immunity 15% versus electrical, energy, and ion. So this one is the best one out of this Mandalorian looking one. Then we're on the heavy, which there's only one of them, but you'll need armor proficiency heavy to equip this one, and it's the Sith mask, offering an immunity to stun, fear, and horror. Offers you a bonus feat of weapon focus and lightsaber, and regenerate force points 1. Alright, with all those covered, let's break them up into some categories. Offense, defense, skill boosting, attribute boosting, and feat boosting. The categories are pretty self-explanatory. Not too many in our offense category. All the head wearables here will boost your offensive ability. Best one, strictly offense, is probably going to be the multispectral target assessor for that attack modifier +3. Plus it gives you skills and feats. So if you're looking to boost awareness, that one's a good one, but target assessor, I like that one still. The defense category. All the wearables here will be good in aiding your defensive ability. My favorite one on this list is that absorption visor. It only gives the defense 1, but that immunity, the 15% versus electrical and energy, and the 75% versus ion, 90% versus sonic, that one screams best one on the list to me. But maybe the enhanced shielding visor is also a good one with that defense bonus of 3 and the damage immunity 15% versus electrical, energy, and ion. Both and sensory visor, that's a good one for defense. That immunity versus critical hits will be good if you have a melee enemy. It would also be a good one too if you weren't looking for just defense in your head wearable, because it offers all these boosts to different skills. The damage immunity ones are just the ones that stick out the most to me, but maybe you think a different one is good. The damage resistance ones are all probably really decent as well. Skill boosting. These ones will of course help your skills when worn. Which if you're just looking to boost skills, again, the best one's probably the one that gives you the most or the highest. So that both and sensory visor, or the perception visor, either of those would probably be a really good one. The interface band is a good one because you usually come across it low level, so that one's a good one to have until you come across one of these better ones. Depending on what you're looking to boost, can't go wrong. You could purposely build your guy like a piece of shit, and if you knew what you were doing, he would still chug through. So just use the ones that are going to help you most. I usually don't put any skill points into demolition, so I'll keep my eye out for the wearables that give me the most plus to demolition, and then I'll wear those, that way I can save my skill points for something else. Tons of different strategies you could do. Next we have attribute boosting. Keep these wearables in mind if you are more concerned with the extra attribute points. So of course there's no wrong one, just going to want to pick the one that works best for you. Best one attribute wise is probably going to be that Circlet of Suresh, because it gives you the highest attribute boost. +5 to wisdom. And then the force focusing visor is a good one to keep an eye out for. The charisma +1 and wisdom +4. Plus it's got that bonus regenerate force points too. But maybe if you wanted to focus on attack or offense, the target assessor would be a good one with the dexterity +2 and the bonus attack modifier +2. And those bonus feats, precise shot 1 and targeting 1. And then these are just the ones that I keep an eye out for. And the red letters are for a negative effect to your attributes. Lastly, we have the feat boosting category. The wearables in this category will offer your character feats if they don't have them already. Best ones here, if you were just looking to boost feats, would probably be the one that would give you the most, and they all give you 2 except for that Sith mask. And it'd just be whichever one you didn't want to pour feats into. But you also gotta look at what some of the other stats on there are. Throw one of these on, save you a few feat points, and then bank off of what the other stats offer as well. Target assessor is always a good one. That multispectral target assessor also, I like those too. So like I mentioned before, you will most likely use the best one that you have at the time and change to a better one once you come across it. Choosing which one is best for you will depend on how you are playing the game. You may want whichever one offers the best defensive capabilities so you can focus your character on offensive output. Another option is to pick the one that complements your other wearables. So maybe they're all boosting the same thing. Or maybe each wearable boosts a different category. You can seriously boost your immunity to attacks if you combined all the wearables offering certain resistances. This is just one of the many customizable options that make this game so amazing. One last factor that you may go with is purely aesthetics. Many times have I chosen a specific headgear for how it looks and not what it has to offer. With all that said and covered, I'll give you my opinion on some of my favorite ones and then wrap this video up. Hands down, best one in my opinion is the Absorption Visor. It's probably best in terms of defense since it offers so much damage immunity. Enemies with blasters will have a significantly harder time taking you down. Another good one is the Both End Sensory Visor. Immunity to critical hits and the boosted skills make it a very decent head wearable. The only problem I have with it is it's ugly as shit. Look at this ugly bastard. For that reason, I usually pass on them. The multispectral target assessor is one that I will equip if I come across it. It offers that offense boosting, plus the boost to awareness, and then some feats perfect for someone wielding a blaster. My favorite looking ones are the ones that resemble a Mandalorian helmet. So these ones right here, the Force Mask, Force Shield, Shielding Blinders, Arcarian Blinders, Consciousness Helm, and the Enhanced Shielding Visor. I love the way that these look. I usually only wear them if I come across the Consciousness Helm or the Enhanced Shielding Visor. Those ones have some pretty worth it benefits. I will not touch the Force Mask or the Force Shield because they are not worth the huge penalty to attributes, at least for me. Other than that, I'll usually just equip the best one that I have at that time, and as soon as I get a better one, swap it out. But there are a few times where I've played with one that just makes my character look more badass than the other ones. And that will do it for this video, my friends. I hope the video was helpful and it sheds some light on what the head wearables have to offer. I really love that Absorption Visor, but most players never get a chance to come across it. Feel free to comment or hit the Discord with any questions and I'll do my best to help out. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to check out the video. Throw a like up on this if it helped you out. Still got more KOTOR 2 videos planned, so get subscribed if you want to be notified when those come out. Thanks again, my friends, and we'll see you in the next one.